Alright guys, it's Rich from the Wave Shack. I'm back with another product review video, and today's video is on the Northcore Changing Mat. I'll be taking you guys through the pros, the cons, and whether I recommend it as something to add to your surfing accessory bag. Before we get into the pros and cons, I'll quickly give you a brief description of what these things are, these changing mats are, and what they're used for. So these things are obviously, they're called wetsuit changing mats. They're used, they can be used for whenever you're changing into a wetsuit or out of a wetsuit. They're most useful for when you're changing out of a wetsuit, because then all of the water that's soaked into your wetsuit as you're in the sea is collected in the bag. Any of the sand that's on the wetsuit, any of the, if you've got any dust or dirt on the wetsuit, it's all collected in here when you change out of it. And then you can tie this thing up because it's got some drawstrings on it, and it creates a small little bag with some handles on it, and that can just go straight in the car with all the stuff inside. So that's kind of the purpose of these changing mats. They can't just help you change in and out of your wetsuit, making your life a bit easier. So let's crack on with the pros of this one. Got my little list here. So pro number one of this Northcore changing mat that I found: it keeps the water and all of the dust, dirt, mud, sand, anything that's on the wetsuit after you come out from your surfing sesh in the bag. So obviously you don't want any of that stuff rumbling around your car. These things keep it nice and safe and contained in one area. Even if your wetsuit was so wet that it started pooling inside the bag, the water would actually stay in the bag because the inside of it's completely waterproof, and none of the water would escape, which is great. That's a great positive in my book of these things. Positive number two: you can fit more than one wetsuit in one changing mat bag. So there'll be a video up here, and at some point I'll be putting the wetsuit in the bag and then doing the bag up. There's quite a lot of room in the bag. It's quite a good size, so I think you could fit 3 full-size wetsuits in there. Obviously only one person can change in the changing mat at one time, but there's no reason why more than one person can't unchange from the wetsuit and put their wetsuit in the bag as well. So that's great. Number 3, I've actually been able to find a use for this that is probably not on the sort of instructions. So after I come home from a surfing session, I normally give my wetsuit a good clean, and once I've cleaned it, I need somewhere to hang it up. And what I found I could do is, because this changing mat is waterproof, the inside of it is waterproof, I was able to actually use this as a reservoir under my dripping wetsuit, and it was collecting all of the droplets coming off the wetsuit after the wetsuit was clean, which was great because it meant I could hang it up in my doorway in my room, and I've got carpet on the floor, and none of the droplets were going into the carpet, they were being caught by the changing mat below, which was great. I could then obviously take the water that was collected in the changing mat, the reservoir that I'd created, and just dispose of that. And it makes life, quite a bit easier. For that thing, I don't think that's what it's meant for, but it's one of the things I use it for that I found really useful. The fourth positive I've got is it's really easy to clean. Again, in the video up here, at some point there'll be a part where I'm cleaning this, and you can see that all the water, sand, dust, everything that's in here, once you've taken the wetsuits out, it just comes straight off. It's made of a certain material that's incredibly easy to clean, and the jet, the water from the jet just completely takes rid of it. So it takes like 10 seconds to clean it, which is great. And pro number 5 I've got for this one: all of those points before sort of, I think, make it great value for money. This thing cost me 15 quid on Amazon, and for that amount of money, I think it does what it's supposed to really well. I think it's made me changing in and out of my wetsuit really easy, and it's really durable. I mean, it's really well built. I haven't noticed any of the sort of the stitching fraying or any of the plastic looking like it's going to be getting ruined by the gravel or anything. I've changed on quite a few surfaces with this thing, car parks, dusty gravel, standard gravel, sand, grass, all of it, and it doesn't look like anything's gonna you know, get ruined by that stuff. So it's great. I've taken it pretty much on every single surfing trip I've been on since I bought it, and it's something that people ask me about, and I'm constantly recommending them to get one because I think it's so great. So the cons of this product that I found, I haven't actually found any. I've used this one for quite a few months now, maybe 4 or 5 months, and I just think it's great value for money, and it's great at what it does. That's not great because normally with these videos I try and be as neutral as I can and give you guys the best review of the products I can, to give some pros and some cons on both sides. But honestly, I can't find anything wrong with this product. I've been recommending it to everyone else who has asked about it, and think that they should get one as well. So bringing me on to sort of the final point of whether I would recommend this product, I definitely would. This Northcore Changing Mat is built really well. It's really good at what it's supposed to be used for. It's actually really good at stuff that it's not technically supposed to be used for, like my reservoir that I use under the dripping wetsuit. And for 15 quid, I think it's going to last quite a long time. It's a great addition to the surfing accessory bag that I take with me on my trips. If you were thinking of getting a wetsuit changing mat, I would definitely recommend it. Obviously, you don't have to get the one that I've got, this Northcore one. There are plenty of other brands that make these things. I can just talk about the one that I've got. So if you're on the cusp of whether to get one or not, or you're not sure whether this is even a problem that needs solving, I was in the same sort of basket. I didn't think these things needed to be bought, and I didn't think there was any real use for them until I invested in one, and now it's just one of the things I take with me every time. So that's kind of the product review, guys. I'll leave a link to where I found this one from Amazon down in the description below, and I hope that you found this video helpful if you are looking for changing that. So thank you for watching my video. If you like sort of surfing content, be sure to check out the channel and the rest of the videos that I've got. I've got some more product reviews and some other sort of how-to guides which are really helpful. And just, you know, if you like surfing content, then be sure to subscribe and chuck us a like on this video. That would be really helpful. And that's it, guys. So if I don't see you on the flip side, have an awesome weekend.